Hello, welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron, and it's been a day of working out in the yard here. Today's handiwork's behind me, and of course, now that the sun's behind the tree and it's decent back here, I decided it's a good time to take a break. Hello, Norm. Nash is, say hi, buddy. Thank you. But yeah, Spotify got me. They had an ad. There's a collaboration of Dogfish Head and the Grateful Dead. Apparently it must be a hazy IPA, I assume. So I went looking for it. Went to the first liquor store and they didn't have it. But they did have Aperol, which I've never had before. But that's when I got the idea, because it's the key ingredient to a beverage that I've never had. And that also is going to incorporate this here Miller High Life that I've got in my hand, sweating beautifully on an 80-degree day. Yeah, so apparently what you do is you take a little swig out of the High Life bottle. Gotta be bottle because you gotta see it. Then you take the Aperol, which I'm not even sure what the hell this is. It's an Italian liqueur. I don't know what it... Ooh, okay. And then what you do... Whoa. Now the ones I've seen online are, I believe, a little more red than this. I don't have a good history or backstory on it. It's called a Spaghett. Why? I don't fucking know. But it's Miller High Life and Italian liqueur. I believe, if I remember correctly, I think it was invented in Baltimore, actually. Milwaukee beer and Italian liqueur fused in a Baltimore bar. I think it was supposed to be like a dive bar take on an Aperol spritz, which I guess is Aperol. It's on here. Aperol, soda, and Prosecco. I don't know what Prosecco is either. I think I should have drank a little more out of here. I said I found out about this from Miller High Life's Instagram. They reference it a lot. They look really cool on there when they're super red, but this one's not. I didn't want to overdo it, but just going from memory of what I've seen on the Instagram, I think this needs to be a little more red. Okay. You're supposed to drink a little bit more down than I did. Leave yourself some extra room to account for that foam. And then you also need a little less of the Aperol to get that red balance. So, it's my first crack at it. So, I don't want to hear any shit about it, the job I did. Whoa. Whoa. That's fucking weird. So it definitely overpowers the High Life, obviously. Yeah, so I think the next Spaghett is going to have a little bit less. I think I'm going to go less for the beautiful red look, as I am the right balance of High Life, which is, in my mind, after one taste, should be almost all High Life. In fact, I don't know how many more Spaghetts I'm gonna have. Wasn't a fan of drink number one, but let me give it a chance. Seems unnecessary. Yeah, it's good to try. I mean, it looks cool. I don't know how that's coming through on the camera, but it's cool on my end. Yeah, no. I can see it has a change of pace, but that's going to be a no for me, dog. Now I'm going to have to find recipes to use a giant bottle of Aperol. Based on an infusion of selected herbs and roots. It's funny they say you can really taste the root in there, for sure. I do get it's a little bit herbaceous, if that's a word. Herbal. Yeah, I don't like it. But I'm not going to waste any money here. Because I went and got a mixed 6-pack. And they didn't have that Grateful Dead collaboration. There some good looking stuff out of Dimensional Brewing. I believe that's in Dubuque. I think I've actually been there. But you're talking that ultra local craft beer scene where they just started canning. So 4 packs of cans were like between $17 and $22. Like 4 cans, like $22. I can get a bottle of Benchmark and get a $5 back. Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, and a whole bottle of whiskey will do a lot more for me than 4 beers. Even the elevated, super regional, ultra local craft beer scene. Okay, it's growing on me as we go. I hate it less. The hate was, we were into hate territory, but I think we're still there, but we're almost out of there. You know, like 2 more drinks and maybe I won't even hate it. Huh. It tastes a little bit like a Liney's Berry Vice. I think Liney's distributes mostly nationwide, so that's definitely something you could probably get your hands on. There's a drink. You know what I really want to do? There's a drink. Actually, there's a bunch of them. Years ago, I worked comedy night at a bar in La Crosse, and they had these little table stands from Liney's, just the little cardboard things, and they Ted, I'll thank you to shut the fuck up, please. So they had these little cardboard stands, and what they had was specialty drinks. So it would tell you, take a half a berry vice, half a honey vice, and mix them together, and that's this. Or berry, honey. Yeah, there's a couple of them, different ratios, different beers. But I actually bought a couple of those in my mixed 6-pack because I think I'm going to do that next. It's been a long time. I'm going to have to look that up though. I'm not sure what the fuck those are called or what the ratios are. I think it's 1-to-1, but I'm no scientist. Just got to be careful now when you do a search. Make sure you don't use those AI results, because Jesus Christ. Ashy sent me one the other day asking how much gasoline you put in spaghetti. And, well, they had an answer. I don't want to go ahead and spoil it for you, but the correct answer is none. And that's not the answer that AI gave. So, I'm torn. I kind of think it might speed up the natural selection process, cull the herd a little, as it were, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't have believed AI if it told me I was supposed to put an Italian liqueur in a Miller High Life and it was a drink. I guess the nice thing is I can keep this bottle and I can have a Spaghett once a year for the next 45 years and I'll justify the 23 bucks or some shit. I don't know. Okay, so I don't hate it. Just below hating it. Hating it's here and we're down here. I was up here. There's the line. Now we're here. Oh. I'm willing to change my position on this. I really wanted to love them. I really did. I was gonna sit back here and crush 12 fucking spaghettis. I've been asking the dogs. Ted Jansen, you want a Spaghett? What about you, Norm? You boys want a Spaghett? They don't. They don't know what I'm talking about. It sounds like gibberish. But Norm's just happy to be included. Thank you. You want to come up here, Norm? Say hi to the people. You're a very photogenic dog. This has got to help the ratings, right? Add one adorable puppy and watch the views go to the moon. One adorable puppy. Let's see what you do. Let's test the metrics, you adorable little man. You foofy little homunculus. You curly-headed mongrel. You mangy street cur. With an inflamed baboon's butthole, and just took him into the vet, like $400 for his butthole. Don't look much better. Just trying to imagine somebody taking that much of a vested interest in the appearance of my butthole. Hopefully he finds it flattering that we noticed and looked into it. And nobody's ever checked on it. Hey, how's your butthole? What's your butthole doing? Maybe we should ask. I don't know. Seems like a bad thing to have not working right. I'm gonna start asking. How's your mom? How's your butthole doing? Because I care. I care. I also care about not paying $1 into the Wrath of Todd Fine bucket, where if you're new to the show, Drinks with Ron, I talk, I ramble, unscripted, and I have a drink. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I just below hate it. But if I don't finish my drink on the episode, I would $1 to a Wrath of Todd Fine bucket, which is downstairs in the basement. It's not out here. But you're going to have to trust me that I'll pay it, because, I don't know, fuck you. I just tell you I did. It really comes down to it. I don't you're going to believe me or don't, I guess. But I don't want to pay $1, so I'm going to finish this here Spaghett. Yeah, slight berry vice flavor. So I think next I'm going to do that honey vice, berry vice mix. Yes, and I do the vice, the V, the Hefeweizen, the German pronunciation. Yeah, I'm that guy. That's Spaghett. The bottom wasn't bad. The bottom wasn't bad. I think if I back off the Aperol, okay, we might force our way into pretending like we like this one. Justified $23 worth of liqueur. Yeah, you can really taste the root on the back end. It's got good mouthfeel, but the finish of root on the tongue. Very herbaceous, rooty tooty. Well, I guess it's time to hang her up. So for Drinks with Ron, I'm Ron, signing off. I probably don't even have my... Oh, there's the remote. I did a good job. I would say I didn't do a good job.